I'm always looking for ways to show my cat how much I love her. And with Fancy Feast gems, I can pamper her whenever I want with a savory gravy on top of a gourmet mousse pâté. The pyramid shape makes serving simple, so all I have to do is peel and plate to make mealtime feel extra fancy. And with 2 entrees in every pack, it's easy to turn every day into the extraordinary. Fancy Feast gems.
Wish you could become a morning person? You know, the type up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
No one should have to choose between their own safety and their pets. But nearly half of domestic abuse survivors delay leaving because they can't bring their pets with them. Purina is helping to create more pet-friendly domestic violence shelters through the Purple Leash Project, so survivors and their pets can escape and heal together. Visit Purina.com/purple to learn more.
Big news. Sephora is now on Uber Eats. So if you find yourself facing a beauty emergency, like needing a last-minute gift, or you're just out of your favorite mascara, again, don't panic. We got you. Order now and get $10 off on Sephora orders of $50 or more on the Uber Eats app. Order now. Offer ends October 30th. 1 order per customer. Additional terms apply. See app for availability. Delivery fees may apply.
I knew it. Another Herdat Media production.
Hi, Shantel.
Hey, Roxanne.
It is Shantel's 39th week of pregnancy.
Yes, and probably by the next time you guys hear us, I'm going to have the baby.
She's definitely going to have the baby. Full transparency. Is that the right word? Full disclosure, whatever. I was like, talk about how you're feeling, but she's like, no, not now. But she's definitely having contractions. Can I say that or no?
Yeah. I'm having contractions. I'm definitely going to have the baby within hopefully the next 20, 40, 48 hours. There's no way I wouldn't.
How crazy.
I know.
So here I am. I'm like, do you want to do a podcast real quick before you like have this baby? So she's like, if I go on mute, I'm having like a major contraction. So we're just we're still a little
scared. I'm here because it might be a few days and we need to talk about Miami.
Yeah. So prayers to you and all the prayers for Shantel, that she has speedy, healthy delivery, healthy baby. We cannot freaking wait. So yeah. Let's switch gears. We need to talk about Miami. You guys were like, dude, you guys did not recap Miami. We need to know what the hell your thoughts are on Miami. And on our Patreon, I mentioned how I got a tip.
This episode is brought to you by 20th Century Studios' new film, Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, starring Golden Globe winner Jeremy Allen White and Academy Award nominee Jeremy Strong. Scott Cooper, the director of the Academy Award-winning movie Crazy Heart, brings you the story of the most pivotal chapter in the life of an icon. Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere. Only in theaters October 24th. Get your tickets now.
That the reveal was going to be Julia and Adriana hooked up. And me, I'm like, there's no way it's going to be that. So I'm not going to put that out there. And I don't have proof. I don't want to put that out there. That's a big deal. Julia's married. I'm not going to put it out there. Well, it was fucking it. That was exactly what it was.
And it's crazy because it came from her mouth.
Were you shocked when you saw that?
Yeah, I was, but then like but then when you like look at their, relationship, and then it's like when you really look at it and like you're like, okay, it's not that shocking, like the way that they're obsessed with each other and all those things, but it's just crazy that she admitted it to me more than just like the actual act itself. But you know what though? Like we're gonna see, I think on this week where like you're gonna see Adriana deny, where like where Julia's like saying like, no, we actually hooked up.
Well, like, but she doesn't deny. She hasn't on the sneak peek denied it. Like she's
She's saying they didn't like scissor.
okay. Yeah.
So like they probably did more,
Does
but
it
to her, I
matter?
don't know.
Like, if you're like, if you're eating, does it matter? Like it's all the same, right?
If
So
there's an arousal, there's an arousal.
exactly. So I don't think it matters, but it kind of all makes sense. Like you think about but here's what the thing is. Like I look at Martina and I'm like, you're a loser too, because you watch your wife like do a friendship proposal to Adriana, like do all these things. There's no way Martina doesn't know about this. And what's so crazy is I think it was Alexia who said this. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, Shantel. Alexia had said to Stephanie, if you had a good marriage, you would not come on the show. And now we find out that Julia says, yes, me and Adriana hooked up. Martina and myself were in a bad place. Like if I'm in a bad place, like, am I going to go on a show? I don't know. Unless like I really don't care to fix it. And I'm kind of like, I want to have benefits in case this doesn't work out. Like maybe that's their mindset when going into it. But I was just like so baffled, so shocked. And Julia basically is saying that is like why we have like Adriana's like hurt or something. Adriana, by the way, wanting to like baptize her kids is crazy though.
Yeah, I think even also Julie, whatever her name is, the reason that she even went like out of her way to do it is because she like blackmails me on this. She constantly is like if you don't hang out with me, or like I don't, this is not exactly what happened, but she's basically saying like if you don't hang out with me or we don't do this, like I'm gonna tell her a secret. Like it's like almost like she felt like she was putting over her head every time.
Well, when asked if she has an open relationship, like she says again, our marriage was not great. And then she says, we slept together once and then we fooled around in the Versace mansion. Again, Martina, I look at her as now the biggest loser. Because if you're clearly in an open marriage, okay? And if your wife has done that and then we still see her flirt with many of the women, kiss many of the women, like you're fucking weird, dude. Like you're weird. The fact that you two brought children into this world is crazy to me. Like that you guys are going to be raising children and this is like where your marriage is at. I don't know. Do you see them lasting after this?
Yeah, I think if she already told her about this and then they already like adopted the kids, like why wouldn't they? But we don't know what like maybe what she does on her side. Like we don't see that either. So like maybe
Right.
she's yeah, like maybe Martina is hooking up with other girls, or like they are like doing weird things, and it's like we don't know that.
At the end of the day, again, how I'm looking at it is like, Julia, you're married. You're weird for doing this, like while you're married. But, and I did feel like Adriana was shocked. It didn't look like anyone knew, but I could be wrong. We'll see in part 2 that airs on Thursday. But I did once, so we, on All About Terry's podcast, we posted the sneak peek for next week where literally like Julia said, because a lot of people were coming for Julia in the sense about like outing Adriana. To me, I wasn't like mad at Julia for like outing that. Like that's fine. Cause if it was like a man, we would out that, right? But I was like more like weirded out that like she's married and brought kids, and then you wonder why Martina, like, Martina, the way Martina spoke about her daughters and stuff, Julia's daughters, like not being in agreement with the boys. Like to me, I'm just like, Julia, you're a loser. Like you guys are having an open relationship. You guys are on the older side. And then you just adopted 2 boys that if something were to happen would go to your daughters. Like, so that is like what pissed me off about this whole thing, that I'm like, that is not okay. But a lot of people were like, Julia, you just outed Adriana. Like that's super fucked up. Like you outed Adriana. And then to come to find out in the sneak peek, Julia literally says, the reason I brought this up is because like she would blackmail me. She would say like, don't make me go there. Don't make me that fourth wall. Like I can reveal a lot. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense why Julia would bring this up, because we see a clip of Adriana literally doing that, like saying that to her. Some people are like, it's about something else. It's about something else. I think Julia is the problem here, no matter what. But I don't think Julia outed Adriana if Adriana was bringing it up on camera that you don't want me to bring something up.
Yeah, I think that she could have given her a warning, like saying like, I am going to bring this up at the reunion, be prepared because I'm sick of this. And like said that to her, but like the way that like she
But
was ready,
they're not on talking, terms.
that's true. Like, but she was ready. It's like Andy asked Adriana a question, and right away, Julia's like, "Can I say something?" It's like she wanted to like say it right away. Like she was ready for this moment.
Oh yeah, I noticed that.
And then they're like, "Let her talk. Let Adriana talk." Like he asked her a question, and like she was just sitting there. She was so nervous. Like you could tell. So like I do think has been a big deal. Like you could see it's like real raw emotions, but it was a very crazy bomb that was dropped on all of us.
She definitely practiced it for sure. You could tell like it wasn't even like about that topic part yet. And then she just wanted to announce it so that she could finally breathe and think about it. Cause I guarantee, when you like can't focus because you're just thinking about you saying something that you're just like anxious about, it looked like that. So Adriana has responded to some things on social media. Like she had said, like, just wait for, episode two and all this stuff. And she responded to things that people were saying on social. She said, don't rush to conclusions. The real truth will be revealed next week. But again, we see, you guys, that little snippet where it's clear as day they hook up. So on the sneak peek that we posted, she commented because, people, it said, Julia says Adriana held their affair over her as blackmail. Adriana says, that is such a lie. That's not my style. I was vouching for her and doing home studies twice to help her with adoption. Doesn't even make sense.
New Icy Hot Nighttime Recovery relieves pain at nighttime while your body recovers. Icy Hot. You're so back.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for this day.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
And then Adriana.
But Adriana doesn't even know sometimes when she does something, like when she does something that's like selfish. Like she doesn't even know that's like her character. Like I can see Adriana doing that.
I really liked Adriana this season, I will say, but
I know, but one season doesn't erase everything that she does.
Yeah. So another viewer commented on our post, Julia love bomb Adriana. She's the type that hits them and then quits them, then proceeds to tell all. Horrible. And Adriana responds, she is covert narcissist. Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's
their friendship, like how do you go from like, a friendship that's a proposal to where they are now is just crazy.
Well, let me tell you something. I can definitely see Adriana, like she got Julia on the show and she's telling her like, fuck Alexia Marisol. They've like hurt me. Do not be friends with them. And she's super hurt by it. So like, she's just like out of emotion saying what she's saying, but Julia to like flip and just be friends. It just sucks. That's why like you can't get in the middle. Like that's why Julia needed to set that boundary from the beginning. Like I love you. I got your back, but I'm going to get to know the girls. But maybe Julia didn't do that because she was desperate to come on the show. And that's where Adriana's like, fuck you. Like you were so desperate. You were all for it. You were all like, I'm not going to fuck with them. I'm not going to do anything with them. And so I can understand why Adriana is so hurt because Julia agreed to all of it in the beginning.
Yeah, and I think what the problem was too is that Julia went to the one person that Marisol, it was like to her, it's like it's off limits. And that was, or like to Adriana, it was off limits and that was Marisol. So it's like, that's like probably what hurt her the most. And she was like, what the hell is happening here?
Yeah. It was crazy. I'm so excited to see part 2. And another big thing, another thing that I wanted to talk about Adriana is like, she's like, I love and respect Martina. And that's why I'm like, okay, there's no way you can say this when you like fooled around with her wife, but then there just has to be an open marriage where Martina knew all along.
100%. Like that's what I would love to know more about is
Yeah.
like does she know what's happening? I hope we see more of that.
And I want to know if Lisa and Gertie knew. Like,
I
I'm
don't
curious.
think so.
Well, if you watch the sneak peek, again, it's on our Instagram page. If you watch the sneak peek, it looks like they may have known because they were like, no, like Adriana, I don't know. They were like really defending her and stuff. So I don't know. So I'm curious. Another big
Maybe
thing.
maybe they knew like they would like make out or something because like she kisses girls all the time. We see it on the show. So maybe
Just
they've
so
like seen them make out, you know?
yeah. Another thing was the whole Gertie situation where
Yes.
Gertie was like addressing all of them, Julia, everybody. And I really felt for Gertie and I still do. However, like Alexia had some points as well where she was like, Gertie, like you were in this situation last season or this, like, you know, and she did say sorry, but Gertie still wanted to prove her point about the situation, which I get it. Like she's her and she's like, fuck you guys. And they're like, okay, but we're telling you sorry. So now what, you know? What did you think about the whole Gertie situation and, you know, talking about what happened with Julia?
Yeah, I thought she shitted on all of them, rightfully so. I think that she went really hard. She should have went really hard, and I think a lot of them knew that they were like in the wrong, and that's why they came the way they did. Because they're like, dude, like we're not gonna, this is not gonna look good for us. I am happy they stuck up for themselves a little bit, so they're like not acting like little just bitches the whole time. But the one thing that that bothered me about the whole Gertie situation was that when like they were trying to talk about the receipts, they're like Andy like literally asked her like, what was your point? What was your point? She couldn't answer it. And then when Adriana was trying to tell her, like, hey, just say this is my point, and she's like, leave it alone, Adriana. You don't even know what you're doing. She went crazy on Adriana, and like Adriana has her back. So it's like, why are you now flipping on her?
But listen, to Gertie's defense, like, you know, like a lot's happening. And Gertie was like, they're over this conversation. Like everyone is saying they're over it. Everyone's saying, let's move on. Like, so you want me to harp on this, which I have been. And Gertie's been very, very active on social media talking about it. And everyone's like basically saying like, you told me how you feel. I told you like I was wrong. Now what, you know? So I think like she was just frustrated because to me, like maybe Gertie looks at it as like, Adriana, we know you don't like them. So you definitely want me to go in on them. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm holding them accountable, but they want to move on to the next topic.
Yeah, it almost felt like she feels like she's still not being heard, and like that was her whole thing. It's like they can say sorry or I'm like they weren't like addressing her, personally. So like then at that point she's like, I'm not gonna even like accept her apology.
It's kind of like Julia reminded me of Tamara, where she's like, well, I said sorry, now what? Like I said sorry, you can't move forward. Like, what do you want me to do? You know?
Yeah, but then that is kind of true. It's like then what do you want her to do?
Yeah. I think I don't know. I think the worst part about it was like that no one stuck up for Gertie when Julia threw the glass.
But then we did see that flashback that they did say like, hey, I don't like, they were like, I don't like when people are throwing things. We did see that. So it's like not like that they weren't like saying it at all, but like you could tell that they
like for Gertie, I get why she would be upset and sad that like no one not reprimanded her, but like held her accountable in front of me. Like all of you guys acted like this was okay and it wasn't, you know?
And I think because like it felt like they were like alienating her the whole time. Like I'm sure that like it made her way more stressed about the whole situation. And it's like that's not cool either. Like they really were not good friends at all to her. It's like they literally left her on her own island. And thank God Adriana was there. And Kiki is pretty neutral too, but still. I love Gertie though. I thought Gertie handled herself well. She did not allow these girls to, remove her from the show. And like I think like she really like stood up for herself very well.
Yeah. This is just a side note. So Dolores like was in Rhode Island. Let's switch gears a little bit, but since we have limited time, but Dolores was I'm excited for part 2 though. Dolores was in Rhode Island and she had posted like, where do I even begin? The little state completely stole my heart. There's just something about Rhode Island that makes you slow down and truly breathe. Thank you for all the immense love I received from everyone here. Can't wait to be back next summer. And it's just so crazy that like that Bravo just had her go to Rhode Island to film a show to like do this. I don't know. It's very, very weird. Like, again, like that's why what we loved about the show is when it had real friendships and stuff. And, like a crossover made sense. Like when Brandi Glanville and Sheena got together and then that was introduced to Vanderpump Rules because Sheena was sleeping with Brandi's ex-husband and that was part of why their marriage went down. That crossover made sense. But I don't know. I did think that seeing that, I was like, I'm really just like confused about all this. Like she went on the Real Housewives and she doesn't live in that state and she just went for the summer to film the show.
I'm just dying that she's like, I'm going to be there next summer. It's like, let's see what happens for Zolo. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Because if it's a success, maybe they don't need Dolores. And if she's coming back to New Jersey, why would she go back to Rhode Island just for the show? That's like weird. So
I am really excited to see Rhode Island though, because it does seem like it's like a really good like state where, you know, like they have like the rich country clubs and like all these people get together and like they know each other. Like it's gonna be really good, a good show.
They all know each other or know each other's names prior to the show, so it's gonna be so good.
It's like they're all interconnected.
Yeah, Potomac came back yesterday.
Yes. So did you? Oh, I don't know. Did you watch the full thing? I know you said you watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. We were trying to force
the main thing. Okay, it's like we get back with Stacey, and the whole thing, the whole our show kind of was a lot of them trying to prove that Stacey's a liar, and not only like they just want her to say like, hey, like I did, you know, the same thing that happened in the reunion, like I did bring TJ on. And then they also found out another thing about like TJ, like some actress showed Gizelle and what's her name? Ashley. Someone showed Gizelle and Ashley that like, you know, that TJ was suing her for half of her makings on the first season of Real Housewives of Potomac, which you guys, if you guys know what the half of that, it would be only be like 30,000. So like, what a loser if TJ was really doing that. But Ashley ends up like confronting her and she says, no, like it's not true. But the way that Stacey is going about it, okay, it's like she looks like a liar. It's like she does not know how to defend herself and like she'll walk away from every situation. Like I'm not liking how she's approaching this situation at all with any of them about it. And it's like it's like to be honest, like to me, it does look like she's a liar. It's like everything she does doesn't make sense. And then she also got back with her ex, okay, her ex-husband.
Yeah.
And like, but then she says they were officially divorced, like they were on a trip, and that's when they got the announcement that they're officially divorced. And then like Ashley also came with receipts and was like, I can't find you in the system. If you Google my name, you can see that I am divorced. And so then she's like, you have kids and you have time to Google me, but she doesn't like defend herself. Like it's like, is she divorced? Is she not?
Yeah. Can I ask about like someone talking about bad breath?
Oh, so yes. Oh my God. And they okay, so Stacey again.
My biggest fear in life.
So like every time Stacey's talking to them, like Ashley's the first person that announced it. She goes, they were being nice at first. They're like hot breath. But then they like mentioned it, like she was meeting a new girl at like one of Ashley's like ball party. And then Gizelle even says like, oh, her breath. And then the girl's like, yeah, I could. And then the girl Angel in her confessional was like, I could smell it. Like that was the first thing that approached me was her breath and not her. Like you guys, I would internally die. Like, but like that's so sad. They're all talking about it. Like they should tell her.
So Gizelle was on Watch What Happens Live and she like was like, oh yeah. Like she was like, it's bad.
So she clearly has like halitosis, or she has some fillings that she needs to get done. Like it's something. But Gizelle in her confessional was like, it's coming from her lower gut. Like Gizelle was going in, and like we see like a preview like of where they like offer her mints, and then they do tell her like your breath is hot, like you know. And she's like, that's rude. Like I don't know, I don't like Stacey so far. Like I just really don't. And but I don't like that they're doing this to her either, because like that's the one thing that like Roxanne and I always have breath mints. We always have stuff in our hands. Not saying that we can never have bad breath, but like we always try to make sure that we're fresh.
Especially if Shantel has this thing, like if she's too close, she'll literally put her hand in her mouth and she never has bad breath, by the way, but she is so fucking scared of having bad breath, like so scared. And she won't even be having bad breath and she's still like scared. And you've always been like that, Shantel. We're like, I can tell like, oh, we're too close because you're very uncomfortable right now.
Yeah. Like I don't like that. But like if someone's standing like in front of you and you could smell their breath and they're just like, you know, like they're like 5 feet. Yeah, or something like that is something is wrong. But it's just so sad that the first episodes, like everyone in their confessional saying that, like I would internally die. Like I would die.
Get me off the show. No one's ever gonna forget that. I'm so embarrassed. Like all my friends, like just people I don't even like, loving that for me. No, I would die. Like no, I could not believe that when I heard her talk on it. I'd be like, oh my God, that would be devastating to me. I think what they could have done was probably text on the side and been like, hey, I'm not trying to be mean. Just looking out.
Did Gizelle say anything else about her, or she just said, "Oh, it's bad"?
She made it like it was like, oh, bad, man.
Oh my gosh.
Even worse, doubling down, tripling down. Like, girl, no, that very scary.
Another thing too is like Wendy and Kay, like they were friends last season, and like she brings up like some weird drama about like, oh, you act different, like on the phone you act cool to me, but in person you always act different. But like every single thing that she said to Wendy came in with like facts. She's like, you know, you didn't say hi to me, and Wendy was like, I was on stage. Like, why would I say hi to you when I'm on stage? Like, Wendy just had good like comebacks where it was like, okay, yeah, like I do take Wendy's side because usually I don't take Wendy's side, you guys, but she had good comebacks.
Well, so Gizelle on Watch What Happened Live said that her, like her and Wendy are closer than ever. And Wendy also like did an interview recently where she said that, you know, her and Gizelle are really good. And, you know, they've always like kind of bumped heads. And so like everyone's like kind of shocked, but she, you know, Wendy says like we've come a long way. And Dustin Cohn on X had like commented like this would have never happened if Robin was still on the show. And it just made me think about like New Jersey, the new season that will potentially happen. And I'm like, this is literally, if Robin decides to bring Teresa back, this is why you can't bring both Margaret and Melissa back, because it has to be one or there will never be anyone moving forward. Because what will happen is Margaret and Melissa will be in scenes together. As soon as they get in the car, they will call each other. And like Margaret's not gonna be able to move forward because Melissa will be like, no, fuck her. Like, don't be like, you know, Melissa will get mad and stuff like that. And vice versa. Like Margaret will be in her ear and she's like, well, now I'm on the outs and you're good with her. Like just kind of like what happened with the Kathy Wakili stuff. Like you just can't do it. So it's like, Bravo, please wake up. If you're going to bring Teresa back, you cannot bring both Margaret and Melissa back. Like we want to see resolution. It will never happen when you have that person. Just like Rachel Fudo. We were never able to see Rachel Fudo form anything with anyone because she was on Melissa's ass and scared to do that.
No, I agree 100%. Like it really was the best thing they could have done for other friendships to form. And like you do need to do that on some shows for that to happen.
You do. Like that's the only way is when you don't have that person in your ear where you're able to like, okay, move forward a little bit. So yeah, I'm glad to see that they're good because like it gets old and stuff. And I'm glad to see they're good. I don't know. Anything else happen on Potomac?
No, nothing crazy. It was really just the Stacey and Ashley stuff, and then we see the drama between them. And then we have two new girls, and they seem great. So we'll see what ends up happening. I mean, they did the whole Karen thing in the beginning of like Karen getting out of jail, but we didn't see anything else about it. So it's kind of weird that they introduced that, but like maybe they just wanted to put the timeline there.
How are you feeling right now, Shantel?
We need to get off the phone.
Okay. I know. I was like, let's get through these. I'm so scared. But good vibes and positivity to you only, Shantel. Let's hope by the next time a baby is here. So
love you guys. We'll be, I mean, maybe Roxanne can do like one episode, but we'll be back. Like we'll be back soon.
Yeah. All right. Bye guys.